Hello everyone, welcome to Piccadilly Stamping. I hope you are having a wonderful Friday, getting ready for a fun weekend. And let me just see if I went live. Looks like I did. Go ahead and give me a shout out, share with any of your friends that might be interested. So I kind of maybe took on a bit more than I can chew today for Parfait. Parfait is usually just a quick little video of a card, just kind of in a break at the end of the day. And I decided I was going to try 15 in 5 minutes. Whoops, wait a second. I did that backwards. 5 and 15 minutes. 15 and 5 would be really like hyperspeed. So let me just, oh, are we getting a few people on? Hello, thank you so much for sharing. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let me pull out my project box. So, actually, before I show you this, let me just show you one thing. The paper that I am going to be using is the hand penned paper, and it is actually right now on sale for 15% off. It's one of them. There's 9 of them here that are on sale, but you can get this right now. They're normally $11.50 and they're 15% off, so it's $9.78 for a 12 by 12 pack. There's 2 sheets of 6 different designs, and this paper is awesome. It's so awesome. In fact, I made a stamp pack this month, so with every $70 purchase that you do through me, I am going to throw in, I will send you this stamp pack for free. So I think it's kind of an interesting that I decided to use this pack. And I'm going to go, I actually want to show you one more thing. Into the catalog on page 101, there's Very Versailles. Now this was in last year's catalog too. It carried over, and this is the only stamp set that I'm going to be using today. So I'm not using the hand penned bundle or anything. I'm going to be using this just to do 5 quick cards. This can make a beautiful set. So here's the stamp set. And there'll be no punching because I'm going to try simple stamping. Here's my color palette. Now this I actually got right off of the, it's Pale Papaya, Pool Party, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight, and Garden Green. And I actually got these colors right off the back of the hand-penned paper. So let me pull out the stamp pack here. Here's our 5 cards. So here's the different designer series paper, and it's double-sided, so they match. It's going to be so pretty. So let me show you what I have here. I've got 5 bases. Oh, and my Stamparatus, because I'm gonna access this to make it go a little bit faster. And if I've implanted a couple of people to time me on this, so I have the same color ink as I do bases. So let's just start with the card bases. Okay, Madison, Bill, get ready to time me. Are we ready? Okay, start timing. So this is the Pale Papaya. I'm actually kind of nervous on doing this timed. This is the Pool Party base. So I'm going to do things what I call batching. So I'm doing the same activity repetitively. I'm just going to make these bases. This is the Mint Macaron. This one, by the way, in the pack, I don't know why, is my favorite one. This kind of light minty green is so pretty. This is the Misty Moonlight. And then the last one is the Garden Green. So I'm going to start with the lightest color first. So they're in order of lightest to darkest. So we'll take this one, and this is the Pale Papaya. And on this stamp set, there's this background image. So I'm going to use that. And normally I would probably use that with my Stamparatus to get things nice and neat and even. But since I'm just going to do this as a background stamp, I'm going to ink it up. Make sure it's fairly inky. Let's test that. Yep. Ink it up. And then I'm just going to stamp this kind of on and off. And don't worry if it's not perfectly straight, because obviously I'm doing a rush job on this. This is just to give it a little movement in the background. Now, when I say simple stamping, what I'm referring to is Stampin' Up! Has a campaign, and they are trying to encourage stampers, people who say, oh, I can't do that, to give it a shot. So it is just stamps, ink, and paper. And this month, they've added DSP to it. So now I'm going to go to the next color, which is the Pool Party. And we're just, as I said, I'm batching. So I made all of the card bases. Now I'm going in and stamping all of the background stamping. So like when you make your holiday cards, I hope you guys do it this way too. I think it just goes quicker, but when I'm making sets like this, and I love to make these sets, I will give these away as gifts. So the next one is the Mint Macaron. So I'm just doing ink on paper, the same ink on the same paper, or same colored paper. And simple stamping is really that. I mean, I'm not having to think too hard between these. Okay, this is the Misty Moonlight. We call them SIP cards, stamps, ink, paper. The fun thing is sometimes they'll let us use a punch or like DSP. Ooh, I got that kind of, there we go. Okay. Going in, stamp it on and off. I find that my mother-in-law actually really likes it when I make her cards, so this is kind of a great way to do that. Make a set to give away. Have you guys ever just made a quick little set and then wrapped some ribbon around it and gave it to a friend? Awesome gifts. Okay, this is the last one, you guys. I don't know where I am at time, and I can't stop to look, so just gonna keep trucking. I love the fact that the paper that I chose is one that is on special right now. 15% is a pretty good discount on Stampin' Up! Products. Okay, so I've got all of the card bases here done and stamped. So this one I can just put away. Then the next one I want to use is Always Thinking of You. And one of the reasons I chose that sentiment is because if you ever notice that you can do a thinking of you, it can be a sympathy card, it can be a wedding card, it can be an anniversary card, it can be a birthday card, it can be just about anything you want it to be. And so it is my favorite. So what I have is some slices of basic white, and they're cut at 3/4 inch, and I wanted to make sure, so I put it on here, by 4 inch. And so here is my tip on this. Now you can use, I love to use the this is the deluxe matte. This is my favorite. I use it for about everything, and I actually use a little bit of Stampin' Seal, and I put it on here, and I kind of detack it so it's not super tacky. And then you put your paper down in the area that you want it to be, and I'm going to go ahead and grab that stamp out of here. And then, making sure that I have it facing the right direction, I'm going to go ahead and place it, the sentiment, in here where I want. And then all you have to do, okay, perfect, easy. So I am just going to use Tuxedo Memento ink Tuxedo Black. This is probably my favorite. I like it much better than the Stays On. That's just personal preference. And I'm going to ink it up. And what's nice about this, I'm going to do this first one so you can see. So say I just ink it up and, oh no, I'm missing half of the sentiment. All you have to do is re-ink and come back over. Perfect, right? Okay, so Always Thinking of You. Then the next one. Now, this does come with magnets on it, and those work great too. Everybody just has their personal style. This one's mine. I think, especially, I don't just use this for photopolymer stamps, which you definitely need to have the raised for photopolymer. I use this on all of my stamps. I use this all the time. Okay, next one. Here we go. Gently, without snarfing it. And then add the next one on here. And that little bit of adhesive lasts a long time. Okay, got the next one on. Now, if you're doing a lot of different images where you need to ink, it does have a fold down, another one that you can put on top that comes down. Let me get this one. I specifically like the little piece of sticky on here when I am doing, that's our security system. They're still working on our street and they're kind of being loud out there. But I like it when I'm doing the large stamps the best, where you can't put your magnets to hold it in place, and I'll show you what I mean here in just a moment. This is the last one to stamp. I like that I don't have to think about placement with this. I can just go from one to the next. I've already got that placement pre-set up. I just knew that I was going to be on the 4 o'clock. The other thing, or the 4 o'clock, the 4-inch line. The other thing that I do is I definitely stamp not at the center. I stamp out here. I line my stuff up out here, and I think it stamps so much better. It's just my personal preference. Then when you go to clean, it's just really easy. Just clean it up that way. And what I meant is it comes with 2 plates, so that if you need to stamp an outline image and then a color image, you can ink them up and do it on the same piece of paper. And then, while I've got this out here, I will just show you. It does have magnets. My magnets are stored on the back. I put a piece of two-fold for this. I have a piece of duct tape, and the reason why is because, one, if these things smack together, it's very hard to get them apart, and this pulls it apart. Two, they can break because they're super powerful magnets, and so this kind of keeps it all together. So that's my Stamparatus. Let's keep going because I'm running out of time telling you all the fantastic parts. So then I'm going to lay out my bases. Oh, you know what? And I have different, yeah, no, that one goes there. Different pieces of DSP, and they're two-sided, so I'm gonna go that one. Oh, this will go great with the blue because it's got the blue background. See, this is front and back, and I've cut them at 3 and 3 1/4. Well, I guess that's left, so what do I like? Yeah, okay, so I will just start. My favorite is the Tombow Mono Adhesive Glue. This stuff is wonderful. And what I want to do, ooh, I like the flower on that one. Oh, those are about the same. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put just a little dab of glue on here. And I'm gonna take this at an angle so that they're not quite lined up, because these are the same size paper. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Make sure I got what I want. This one will be the back, this one will be the front, so we'll do that one. And I'm just gonna have them just spread a little bit wonky. Let's see, which do I like? Those are about the same, so. What I like about this glue is it gives me a minute to position where I want. And then it also, I think I like this one better. It also gives me a good strong hold. Do I like that with that? I can change these up in a minute here. Those are the same. So I'm going to do the same thing. I just have it. Okay. Now this is the point where if you want to switch a color up, actually I think this is pretty good. So I'm going to flip it over from the piece that I thought I wanted on the front side. And I want to make sure to get a little bit of glue down on this, the alternate piece. And I'm going to flip it over. I hope I'm doing good on time. I truly did not know how long this would take. So see, now I can come in here and I can just, okay, we'll spread that one over there. Like I said, make sure you get these little side ones so that they don't pop up on you. We're going to glue this down. Cute, cute. Ooh, this color with that pale papaya is so pretty. So the pale papaya is actually one of our in colors for the 2021-2023 season. And I did not think that I would like a light orange as much as I do. I think I'm going to flip that. I really, really do like this. Okay, so there's so this is great if you've never tried stamping before, because really all I've done is very simple. Stamping is just inking it in the ink and stamping it down, gluing a couple of squares down of patterned paper. That's not very hard. And with Stamparatus, which you wouldn't need, I just wanted to show it off. When I'm doing things in multiples, that's when my Stamparatus I find, or when I want to make sure I get something aligned a certain way, I think that my Stamparatus really pays for itself, especially like on multiples of holiday cards. Okay, let's see here. So I've got those all lined up now. Now, since I'm doing simple stamping and I'm not going to add any embellishments or anything, this is going to be really easy. A lot of times I would have probably popped this up, but I am just going to put a line of glue batching this all together right down here. And then I'm going to take these one by one. So look at how stinking cute this card is with that hand-penned paper. I mean, come on. This is great. This is easy. You could make this as a batch of cards to one of your friends who wanted to learn stamping. I get people telling me all the time, I could never do that. What? Stamping is so much fun, and anybody can do this. We all learned how to cut and paste, right, in elementary school. Now, if you wanted to bump it up, you could definitely raise this on dimensionals, which is just another form of adhesive. You could add some rhinestones to bling it up a little bit. Look at these. Oh my gosh. So simple. Time, I'm done. Time. So somebody let me know what the time is. Look at this though. Aren't these just adorable? So I think, I mean, of course I just made them, right? Very simple. Let me see if someone will tell me what time. I didn't make 15 minutes. I'm too much of a talker. I think I would have if I wouldn't have been talking, but these are absolutely gorgeous. Again, I don't know what it is for me, if it's something about the mint macaron with the pink. I don't know, but it's so pretty. So, just so you guys know, Stampin' Up! Is having a sale on the paper that I used. It is 15% off on this. This is my simple stamping for the month. And I also am having, for every $70 that you spend in my online store retail, using my host code, you're going to get one of these stamp packs. Now, it is not these cards. It's actually something different. It will have the instructions. You can use any stamp set you want. It does have our envelopes in there. It's got the DSP pre-cut and all of the instructions of how to put them together. And also you get 2 of my perks rewards. I have a rewards program. So if you are interested in that, you can just send me a message. Please use this host code. This is the host code that I have. And I hope you enjoyed simple stamping. I didn't do 5 cards in 15 minutes, but it was under 20. So come on, that's pretty good. And if I wasn't so chatty, it probably would have been under 15, let's face it. You guys have a great weekend and happy Friday. I will see you next week, 7 p.m. here on Facebook live, and then also on next Friday. So have a great week. Bye-bye.